Hello from the Big South Network studio. I'm Mark Bryant. Very happy to have with me today as part of our softball preview series from Charleston Southern University, Head Coach Christi Musser. Coach, thank you for being with us.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's get right into the talk for building into this year. Last year, 500 in the conference. What do you do? What have you been doing to build on that and keep that trajectory going positively for 2025?
Yeah, I love the momentum that we've started over the last few years of being a little bit of a staple in the conference tournament for the last 3 years. So looking to get to our fourth consecutive this year. I think the experience that we bring to the table this year is going to be a difference maker for us. We've been a little young in the past and gotten a lot of innings under our belt and a lot of situations that we can learn from. And I think that our upperclassmen and those that just have been staples in our lineup the last few years, starters, are going to kind of lead the way and show us what we need to do to get a few more wins at the end of the season. So I like what we bring to the table there, and I love the talent that we've been able to bring in as freshmen and a couple transfers that are going to kind of fill a couple gaps for us, and they really hit the ground running with the rest of the group. So I think we've got a really good team chemistry moving into this year.
We know some of the standouts. You've got some all-conference honorees: Wesley Jones, Maddie Lee, Gracie Prince, Karsten Sandvig. What, if you can, is there a unique trait of each player that makes them so special and so important to the team?
Yeah, I think, between Wesleyan and Gracie, there are two seniors that are going to be into their fourth year starting for us at CSU. They're the first class that's spent 4 years with me as their coach. So I love the buy-in of the program and what they've been able to do as leaders and kind of make it their own and show the rest of the group, what Charleston Southern softball is moving forward. So Wesleyan's gonna do a lot of great things offensively from the left side of the plate. She's very dynamic this year. We've been working on mixing in her slapping with her hitting, and the speed on the bases is going to make a difference for us. Gracie defensively behind the plate, I don't think there's anyone better in the conference. So we're going to be throwing out a whole lot of runners on the bases, which is going to help us in that regard. And she works really well with our pitching staff, who's going to be on the younger side. So I think that's going to be important in bringing them where we need to get to with the pitching staff. I think Karsten, just the amount of power and speed that she brings to our offensive lineup is invaluable. And again, Maddie Lee being a 3-year starter coming in at second base for us with her speed, her bat, and leadership is going to be huge.
To the circle now, talk about pitching rotation. How is that coming together, and where do you see the bulk of the innings coming from? Who's taking the lead for you?
I love what we're doing within our pitching staff. We've got 4 pitchers that we're going to rely on this year. Riley Loffer is our lone returning pitcher, and she's just grown exponentially over the last, probably 6 months, and really since she's gotten here. So she's going to be our leader on the mound with the most experience. We brought in 2 freshmen in Kenzie Clopton and Brenna Conley, and they're just doing some great things in the way they complement each other. And then we brought in a transfer senior in Matt Krakoff, and she's going to spin, she's going to locate, and she's going to keep hitters off balance. So they make each other better because of the way they complement each other in their pitching styles. So I think we're going to be a true pitching staff. I think any given weekend somebody could get the bulk of the innings. I think it's going to be matchup related, but I love what we've got in our 4 pitchers, and we're going to make sure we utilize them throughout the season.
Well, let's wrap up with this, because we know what the conference season gauntlet looks like, but tell me about the non-conference games on your schedule and what folks have to look forward to this year.
Yeah, I think we're going to be tested in all different facets. I love the balance that we have in our schedule. We always got a few big games. We're going to head up to Clemson for the first time. In my understanding that we've ever played Clemson, so we'll get 2 games with them. We'll head back to South Carolina for a single game. And then we just got some tough opponents between UNC Wilmington, Greensboro, and just a handful of teams that are just really going to test us and get us prepared for the conference season. So I like what we're going to be able to do this year, be able to get some wins, be able to get some experience, and head into conference and try to make a splash.
We thank you for your time. We wish you and all the Buccaneers the best of luck this season, and we thank everybody out there for watching another installment of our 2025 softball previews.